One banana, two banana, three banana, four. Or you say, Dale. Me, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. I mean, I think some people said we become a banana republic after last week. But again, we shall see. Welcome to the show, everyone. My name is Joe Oriani, and you can reach me at OrianiPodcast@yahoo.com. Any comments, feedback, or suggestions, or if you want to get on the show and you have a subject you'd like to discuss, anything but abortion. So, with that said, I want to talk about, first of all, let's go to Memorial Day. You know, the judge in Donald Trump's case, I knew there was something bothering me and I couldn't figure out what the hell it was. Why was he so screwed up? Why was the judge just a jackass? Anyway, he was only a part-time judge. But it seems that Mr. Judge, Mr. Merchant, whatever the hell his name is, managed to get everything related to Trump, his organization, his other people. He was always in there as a judge. Now, how does that happen? It's supposed to be random. I'm sorry. He ought to go to the freaking casino and spin the wheel because that's how good he is. He got them all. His rulings he gave Monday, Tuesday, he let them have 8 days off, which was totally ridiculous, the jury. And then they come back Tuesday. And he gives them the instructions. Now, I'm sorry, a lot of the lawyers that I listened to, a lot of things I read online, even on MSNBC, CNN, Fox, all of them, had no idea what the hell he was saying. And as he went through the 34 or 35 jury instructions, whatever the hell it was, there was no underlying crime. So you can't convict somebody that didn't commit the crime. Well, except New York, you can do what the hell you want. But anyway, as they tried to dissect that, the jury came back the next day, and at 4:30, they come up with a verdict. Now, I was thinking it was gonna be a hung jury, there ain't no way in hell you find a man guilty for writing a check to a lawyer and putting down legal expense and that being wrong. But Mr. Trump is now facing 134 years in prison. I'm sorry. All them people that are killers, that let out of jail, and let out of prison in New York, boggles my mind. Now, you may not like Trump, you may like Trump. It don't really matter. It's the system I'm talking about. If that was anybody, if I was doing that, I would probably get a slap on the wrist, say next time, be careful what you write out a checkbook. You know, something stupid. You're gonna spend 130. Oh, he doesn't sit there write science checks. He sends it to bookkeeping, sends an invoice, and he fills it out. Check. You know, and he couldn't even say that he followed the instructions of his attorney, because that was a no-no from the judge. The judge wouldn't let him, his defense team object. He just kept knocking him down, and the prosecution was treated like their favorite son. He gave them a lot of leeway. Now, I was just watching an interview with Donald, and the interview was quite interesting. And he said, you know, my revenge is success. So if he succeeds, he's happy. That'll be it. But he had a lot of cleaning up to do in Washington. I don't care who they are, Democrat or Republican. Whoever wins has a lot of cleaning up to do. So personally, I don't care if it's not Trump, and I don't care if it's not Biden. I personally don't want either one of them to win. But if you're gonna go for the one, you go with the one of lesser two evils. I mean, Joe's got millions of dollars there somewhere, got all the fancy houses. Doesn't do anything about the border, though he may say something Tuesday. He's got 74,000 missing kids that came over through sex trafficking, they can't find them. And talking about Donald Trump. Even Obama was better on that than him. Trump is gonna say he's gonna continue his fight. Now, the sentences could be jail. Now, I'm not gonna predict nothing with this judge. But right gets to be a lot of fun, just have to take the Secret Service in. If the judge gives him jail time, I would be flabbergasted. If the judge gives him probation, that'll be up to the probation officer. That means he can't go traveling without permission, so he can't get to his rallies. He can't become president. He can't go out and rally all the people he wants to vote for. Now this whole thing is election interference. I don't care how you look at it. They should just postpone the punishment until he does all his appeals. If he loses on appeals, then he loses on appeals. But that's what they should do. That ain't what they're gonna do, because they hate him. A lot of people hate him. And they think it's okay for somebody to be sentenced to jail for something so stupid. I seen them applauding and cheering, and some reporters are happy. You know, guys, turn around, fair play. When Joe Biden gets out of office, it is so easy for them to turn around and say, he made a mistake, and take him to court and put him in jail. Now, Donald Trump said today that when he got in office the first time, people wanted to lock Hillary up, and he said, no, I want the country to go forward, and I didn't want to do all that. Well, you know, Donald, you probably should have, if you knew it was coming. But nobody would have supported you like they support Joe Biden and the Democrats. You know, I used to be a Democrat. But Jesus God, I'm so glad I'm not no more. They're really not compassionate people. They don't care about us, they just care about being in power. They want to raise taxes, they want to put us on electric cars, electric stoves, no more gas stoves, no more gas hot water heaters. I'm sorry, like Donald Trump said today, in a million years, you get like an eighth of an inch rise in the sea level, like he said, that's new beachfront property. So I'm gonna stop buying beachfront property. But that's about it. I mean, I have been sitting here all week pondering and wondering that I actually get so sick of it, I turned off the news. Now, I have a lot of articles here. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, I just read this morning that our friend Stormy Daniels says lock him up. You know, you got a porn star who wants to lock up the president. Listen, first of all, you said you didn't have sex with him. Then you said you did. Then you tried to blackmail him. You got paid $150 million, and then you're reneged on the deal. You know what? Give the $150 million, whatever it was, back to Mr. Trump, for $150,000. Give it back to him, and shut the hell up. Go back to sucking whatever you do for a living. And that wasn't very nice. It's just the way I feel. So, you know, she just really, said Stormy Daniels breaks her silence after Trump verdict. Jail him now. Really? And she says he's completely and out of touch with reality. I don't know about that. I think most politicians are out. So now here at a major headline on the Drudge Report, I'm looking at 54 more charges to go. The convicted contender, Trump, banned from Canada and United Kingdom. Oh yeah, once you're convicted felon, you can't go. However, once I know he's gonna win on appeal, and I think this is the time where all hell's gonna break loose when, and they should, the Supreme Court should step in. Same thing, put everything on hold, not clear, put everything on hold. And go away, because you can take that to the appeals court in New York, and they're gonna get denied, take it to upstate New York, and I'm positive it's gonna get denied. So they did overturn Harvey Weinstein's conviction, so you never know. But that's time, and time is not what we have here, folks. They love calling him convicted. And OPEC here is gonna boost oil prices before the election. Does anybody wanna stop them? You know how you do that? You drill here. We have clean technology. You can't force them EVs on us. First, they're too expensive, and half the time they don't work. They freeze in the winter with the batteries. You can need new battery, $15,000. I'm sorry, I got no money for that. So, way to go, Joe Biden. I mean, I just absolutely love it. Absolutely. And then, of course, Joe Biden, there's reporters in the New York Times saying that Hunter Biden should take a plea deal next week. And quickly. That's because if he doesn't, and he gets convicted, we're gonna say convicted felon Hunter Biden. And if that does happen, which I don't think it will, two things. Joe Biden is gonna pardon Hunter and B, pardon Trump at the same time. That's the only way you can do it. So. Speaking of Joe Biden, apparently he decided he has a solution to the Middle East. But Netanyahu's coalition allies threaten to quit the government if he accepts Biden's truce. And the former hostage recalls the brutality of captivity. So, Joe Biden thinks he's making the rules and the laws, and you can't tell another government what to do. Yes, we're supplying them off, but they are paying for it. As far as I know, anyway. I could be wrong, somebody correct me on that. But I think Hamas should be gone, period. Keep on going, don't stop now. Keep on going. I would. Anyway, that was that. Oh, it's hot out here. And Trump said even Mother Teresa couldn't win the case. He's calling it the enemy from within. They're really true. If he stole money, or if he did something that was obviously illegal, okay. But again, nobody knows what the underlying crime was. The one he did is a misdemeanor, it's a slap on the wrist. But to get to a felony, he had to have done something wrong, and the judge introduced stuff he shouldn't have introduced. So I think now Trump's vice president pick could be an existential threat to Biden's reelection strategy. Because you got all the Democrats that are freaking crazy. You got a mayor in Boston who wants 11 years old to vote in an election. I'm sorry. You out of your freaking mind? Yeah, I guess she is probably. 11 years old, let's go vote, see what we can do with your tax money. You know what? I can't even make this stuff up. Just look it up. If you don't believe me, look it up. And then when Donald Trump went in front of the UFC fight, me and Miles in the North New York City car, he got a thunderous standing ovation. Can somebody explain all that? I mean, I don't know. And he tells the Post a guilty verdict won't impact his sleep or his campaign. Some people say I'm a warrior. He was a millionaire, got involved in politics, and now he's losing everything. He didn't have to do that. Personally, I don't know if I would, with the way the politics are these days. It's cutthroat. I mean, me, I don't care if somebody says something bad about me. I accept whatever you say to me, and I'll probably tell you it's not the whole truth, there's more to it than that. If you call me an asshole, I'm gonna say, no, you're wrong, I'm a jackass. So that's just the way it is. I have no doubt what I did. So who knows? And then, God, I don't know what to do with him. Let's talk about Tracy Galvin's aunt in Hawaii, 81 years old, killed and beaten with a hammer by a 51-year-old person that she knew. They got into an argument, and that's that. You can't win every argument. It's impossible. Why don't you just go ahead and just, walk away from an argument, call the person an asshole, and walk away and say, I don't know, goodbye. Instead of taking a hammer and beating the hell out of them or stabbing them so many times. Doesn't make any sense at all. And of course, with OPEC putting the price of gas up, who knows what's gonna happen? And of course, Netanyahu, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm reading the articles here as I come across them. Like Netanyahu may be forced to choose ceasefire or political survival. That's in the New York Times. And should Trump be sentenced to prison? That's in the New York Times. New York Times. Idiots. So anyway, that is about it. I mean, I don't know what to say to people. People say, Trump is a criminal. And I'm gonna tell you something, if you were young and you're my age, and you went in, I used to do this, you go into phone booths and look in coin return and see if there's any coins filling in there, it's a quarter or a dime, you took it, put it in your pocket. Arrest you for stealing. Cause that's what it is. I mean, this crime is so ridiculous. I had a business and sometimes I wrote things down for, who the hell knows? If I wanted to go out, a lot of business expenses, a lot of dinners. You know, there's so many different things, but again, I had an attorney and if my attorney had to solve a problem for me, no matter what the problem was. I wouldn't say, well, the attorney went and solved the problem with my real estate. I wouldn't say for real estate. I would say legal expenses. If I'm wrong, then I don't know what the hell country I'm living in. Putin and China must be having a great time watching all this. They really, really, truly must. 'Cause I see no sense in any of this. But what do I know? I'm only sitting here in this little room, sweating to death because it's sort of hot out. The air conditioner is on. It's global warming. It's summertime. Some summertime, some summertime. Anyway, enough of my singing. Again, if you want to make any comments about what I just said, you can go to my email, joeorianipodcast@yahoo.com, and leave a sentence. And Trump just joined TikTok, by the way. Now paces Biden followers. Now that's really interesting. I'm reading that from X or Twitter. Because I am on Twitter, if you have a comment, it's Joe Oriani at capital ORIANI, capital JOE3. You can reach me there. I'll repeat that. It's Joe Oriani at capital ORIANI, capital JOE3. And you can make a comment or something, because I am gonna post this up there shortly, probably by this afternoon. Or you can follow me there on Twitter. And you will get from listening to all my updates. Anyway, everybody, I probably made no sense because I just ran and raving, I'm sweating. And it's freaking hot. But anyway, I want you all to have a good day, good weekend. I don't know when I'll be back on. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna go a week and a half. I'm taking the auto train again, as I told you, up to north. See the grandkids, and stop at Hershey Park on the way back. But I am taking my computer, so if anything interesting does happen, and maybe I'll let you know how the auto train was. I took it once with a little cabinet, a little cabinet is actually what it is, a small little room. And I'll be taking coach this time, see how it goes. Could be fun, could be boring. I heard the bathrooms get dirty early. They don't serve food. I remember years ago when I was on the auto train. In the dining room, they had white tablecloth, served food, you had a dinner time. Now, just give you something in a friggin' box and say, here you go. So we will be picking up sandwiches for the trip, put in the cooler. Public sandwiches, they're really good. Again, I'll just tell you, just remember, if you are not laughing, you're not living. And I will tell you, I did tell you before I stopped bowling for the summer, but I do miss it. Because I'm doing too much work outside. So anyway, I'd rather be bowling. All right, everybody, have fun, enjoy yourselves. Until I see you again, happy trails to you.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah, there's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid.